Hello, my name is Sejong Kim. I'm third grade at Taso Elementary School. Today, I would like to talk about the traditional group dance called Gangang Sule. We had time to study about Korean culture in my school. I've already known and heard about Gangang Sule before, but the meaning and function of Gangang Sule in relation to the Japanese invasion of Korea attracted me and made me more interested in it. I'd like to tell you three things today. First, the history of the Gangang Sule. Second, an interesting theory. Last, how to perform the play. First, it's 500 years old. It is very famous in Jeollanam-do. The Gangang Sule dance is often performed on Chuseok, which is Korean Thanksgiving Day. It is the most emotional and rhythmic play among women's plays. It mostly play in Thanksgiving Day under the full moon. They perform the Gangang Sule so that there will be a lot of new fruits and vegetables at the harvest. The women dance on the bright full moon. Second, there are many theories about the origin of Gangang Sule. I personally think that most interesting theory came about during the Japanese invasion of Korea. The dance was created by the tactics of Admiral Lee Sun-shin. He was well known as a genius in the fight against many enemies. When the Japanese invaded Korea, he started a Gangang Sule performance. Women wore military uniform to scare the Japanese. They danced on Mount Ongme, and the Japanese thought there were many Korean soldiers and got scared. And finally, I will show you how to play the Gangang Sule. During performance, women stand in circles and hold each other's hand. They move in clockwise direction. One woman sings, other repeats the refrain Gangang Sule. The tempo of singing gets faster and faster. Gangang Sule, Gangang Sule. If you play the Gangang Sule with your friends, it will be so much fun and might help you become better friends with them. Thank you for listening.
Hi everyone, my name is Sharon Kim, Youngmi Elementary School 3rd grader. The reason I come here is to explain the proud culture and tradition of Korea. First, let me ask you a question. What is the representative food in Korea? That is the kimchi I will explain right now. The origin of kimchi dates back to the ancient Three Kingdoms period. Kimchi is a pickle made from balanced meal in the winter when vegetables do not grow. It is good for the constipation, byunbi in Korean, because there are many lactic acid bacteria. Also, kimchi has a low calorie content and contains a lot of dietary fiber, which helps to control weight. The second thing I will explain is an under. The under has the function of current boiler. When you look inside the floor of a henna, which is Korean traditional house, you can find under a piece of flagstone used for underfloor heating. It is a characteristic of slowly warming up and slowly cooling, so long-term heating is sustainable. It's a good thing that the smoke is not blown into the room because the fire is made outside the room and the smoke is emitted from the chimney. The third thing I want to talk about hanbok, Korean traditional costume. Hanbok is usually made with 5 colors such as red, blue, yellow, black, and white. It allows a variety of people to express themselves. Some of the biggest advantages of hanbok are that it is beautiful and comfortable with a straight line and a curve in harmony. Also, it is airy and doesn't stick to the body, so it is good for the health. Finally, I want to talk about the originality and excellence of Hangul. Hangul, designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1997, was created by King Sejong 4th. Hangul has been proved to be a great scientific body as systematic. Do you know what the biggest difference between Hangul and other languages? Hangul is the oral language with a birth record 1443. In addition, there are many other things I'd like to say like 첨성대, which was recognized for scientific value, and Gyeongbukgung, where the kings of Joseon lived. Come to Korea, where there are so many beautiful things to enjoy. Thank you for listening.
In the last decade, the world has been in complete chaos due to many terrorism wars. Rising of the terror group IS threatened from the North Korea and the growing populism among Western countries have convulsed the world peace and international relations. As a 10-year-old student, I have a long way to go to contribute directly toward the world's peace. But as I stand here on this stage, I would like to voice my thoughts on maintaining world peace. We can't classify the importance of victims' lives, but personally to end your life in the battleground in your country is the most tragic last moment that human being can ever experience. So I hope our country, South Korea, doesn't go on a war with North Korea. Now it isn't just about two nations. Since the Korean War in 1950, between the two different ideologies, major countries teamed up. Even now, the atmosphere of the Allies back then sustained to stay friendly. Therefore, if the war occurs, Allied countries would be involved in the war. That means it could possibly lead to World War III. Millions of people's death would not be the only circumstances on the war. Including Korean government, other Allied countries' government should be responsible toward North Korea's provocation on intimidating world peace. Thus, it's hard to not mention about Korea's unification. Whether peacefully or not, I think our country and North Korea will unify. But of course, I don't want Koreans to gain unification reward on people's death. I believe we can solve this in a non-violent way. Peaceful strategy like summit conference will be crucial. Now we greet the new year 2018. We cannot avoid natural disasters, but we can avoid barbarous wars. By cooperating and understanding from major countries, global citizens can be protected. As I said earlier, I am just an elementary student who wishes for world peace. I may not be the influential person to change the world, but I'm thankful to express my thoughts today in this stage. Thanks for listening, and my name is Daniel Park.
Hello, my name is Captain Bechu Kimchi. I am a piece of fermented catch and the most popular traditional food from Korea. I'm here today to tell you about myself and some of my family. My brothers and sisters are different varieties of kimchi. Mugimchi, pakimchi, chongakimchi, yarmugimchi, and kakdugi. Plus, there are too many more to list. I have a big family. Would you like to hear how I became Captain Bechu Kimchi? Listen carefully and I'll tell you the secret. The first step is I need a shower. I can be ready for the second step. The second step is nice deep salt massage. After my massage, I need good night's sleep. Usually for about 8 hours, so I'm well rested. The third step is I have to get dressed. To do that, I roll around in a mixture of chili pepper powder, garlic, green onion, and salty fermented seafood. After that, I have to spend a few days in a clay jar before I emerge as Captain Bechu Kimchi. I superpowered that I have lactobacillus and anti-cancer properties. This is how I'm able to improve your health. My brothers and sisters all look different, but they share the same superpower. If your cook be happy and healthy. But we are also a little spicy if you cook more mild food. You should look for my cousin Baekimchi. My family and I have been saving Korea for centuries. Now we want to save the world. I can help people all over the world get healthier and happier. They will know the same happiness if brought to Korea. Did you hear that? I'm sorry everyone, I must go. It is a kimchi making season. I have helped my new family. Thank you and keep eating kimchi. My secret identity is Suminjo. I'm a third grader at Changam Elementary School. Thank you again.
Hello everyone, today I would like to talk about my short-term word piece. Have you ever felt sick? We feel uncomfortable when only part of our body aches. I think the world is like our body. From head to toe, there is nothing that is not important and that moves with the reason. I think that we are doing our best for the national interest in each place, valuing each characteristic and culture among 230 countries all over the world. But nowadays, we believe that our beliefs are different. We discriminate against each other and we fight because we give priority to the interests of our own country by ignoring various problems such as global, environmental problems and poverty. I think that the earth has become sick everywhere. It's as if the blood on your finger is sore and you might think that the other part is okay, but the finger is also part of our body and it's nervous and uncomfortable. Imagine that we live in a big body called Earth. If we think that all of us are of the same Earth and are connected to each other, we will think that we are not different. We will not have to teach our side because we are the same. We will find each other. If the body of Earth is sick, we will all be sick. Therefore, if we live together on the body of Earth, we are one. I hope that you will look at the world with this mindset and the whole world will communicate with each other and help each other so the earth becomes stronger and we will have happiness and peace. Thank you for listening.
네, 윤채린 학생이었습니다. 네.
Hello, my name is Candy. I'm third grade in Unjong Elementary School. There are 5 members, my family, dad, mom, 2 little sisters and me. We live in Paju City. My dream is to become an English professor. But first, I want to fully communicate with people around the world in English. So today, I'd like to take this time to share with you a few interesting things about my country, South Korea. Korea is a very old country. Do you know how old it is? It's about 5,000 years old. Over the course of the long history, there are customs that have been passed down to present day. There's New Year's Day, families and relatives get together to have some rice cake called tteokguk, which symbolizes good health, and children like myself bow to elders to show respect. Korean people celebrate Chuseok in the fall, which is similar to Thanksgiving Day. On Chuseok, people make a wish upon the full moon and enjoy small rice cakes filled with sweet honey. During this holiday, I wear a traditional dress called hanbok. People wear hanbok at traditional wedding ceremony too. I love wearing hanbok too. We can easily see many foreigners who bought a hanbok day for us and travel to Gyeongbok Palace in Seoul. If you have a chance, why don't you try hanbok once? Also, there are so many delicious foods in Korea. For example, kimchi, bulgogi, and bibimbap. Especially kimchi is Koreans' favorite food. I like kimchi, but be careful, kimchi can be spicy, even for me. And then there's music. We can't live on music when talking about South Korea. Korean traditional music, pansori, and kugak are still preserved and wonderful. These days, K-pop is popular. K-pop means Korean pop song. I like K-pop too. My favorite singing team is Blackpink, so learn how to dance and all of more. I'm growing with my dream here in Korea. I highly recommend to visit Korea where the beautiful culture is. Next time, let me tell you more stories. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone. I am Tang Kim in the 3rd grade in elementary school. Lunar New Year. What's come to your mind when you think of the Lunar New Year's Day? New Year's Day is the first day of year. We celebrate New Year's Day with forgetting of the bad thing from last year and starting with a new mind. In Korea, our family members and relatives gather to celebrate New Year's Day. Today, I'm going to talk about 3 different things. One is traditional Korean greeting card, 세배. Another is the most typical New Year's Day food, 떡국. And the other is the game called Youth. We can bow only for Lunar New Year's Day, which has not been found anywhere else in the world. We clean up for the new church and then dress up with traditional clothes called hanbok. After receiving vows from juniors, seniors give words of blessing and New Year's cash. Do you know why seniors give juniors New Year's cash? Long time ago, seniors gave some nuts like chestnuts, walnut and juju for being rich instead of money. Rather than preparing food, people chose the simple way of giving money. The most typical New Year's Day food, which is 떡국, has a meaning of longevity. According to legend, you get 1 year older by eating a bowl of 떡국. If you want to be an adult quickly, eat 3 bowls of it. My favorite traditional game, Youth, is for everyone at any age. Youth is similar to Monopoly. Monopoly is the game of buying lots of land by throwing dice. But Youth is the game of coming back to the starting point by drawing 4 wood sticks. Although they play with very simple tools and methods, they are variable situations that can make people sigh or add excitement. I introduced about one of the most important days in Korea, Lunar New Year's Day. Soon, the day is coming up on February 16th. Have a nice time with your family and eat a lot of 떡국. I can't wait for the day. Everyone, Happy New Year!
Hi, my name is Kang Kim. I want to introduce Korean traditional houses, Hanok. I traveled to Dongyeong with my family last fall. We saw many Hanok houses there. My mom wanted to remind my grandparents of their old house and to give my sister and I a new experience. The house that we visited was over 100 years old, but it was remodeled and cleaned very well. Hanok's unique features are undu and baru. The kitchen has an agungi chimney. While the rice is cooking in the kitchen, the heat also warms the floor. Because of the warm floor, Koreans have preferred sleeping on the floor for centuries. The maru is an open-air living room. During the summer, people can cool down naturally with the wind. Large logs are used for the support structure, and they didn't use any nails. It fit together like Legos. My favorite part of sleeping in a Hanok house was the door. The doors are tanghoji paper. The doors were very beautiful and unique. It rained while we were there. I wanted to hear the sound of the rain, so I opened the window a bit so the raindrops fall from the chama. It was like a beautiful picture. Next time I go, I will ask my mom to travel to Jeonju's Hanok town. Next year, I will tell you all about Jeonju. Thank you. Bye.
Hello, I'm Taekyum. Today, I'm going to talk about world peace. Once, when I was watching TV with my mom, I asked her why wars happen. My mom told me that adults fight each other because of greed. I don't like war. I think it's wrong to kill people with bombs and weapons. So I thought about what I could do for world peace. Mother Teresa said that peace begins with a smile. Even if you don't want to, please try to smile 5 times a day. Please do this for peace. I've decided to do this too. I try to smile at my brother stole my toys. I even smile at my mom who yelled at me. I also smile at a dog I meet in the elevator. So I didn't get angry with my younger brother. I wasn't upset with my mother. Also, the people who I smile at smiled at me. I think that this is peace. Most importantly, I was happy when I was smiling. This is something that anyone, not just adult, can do for peace. Please try to smile 5 times a day from now on. You smile with other people happy and makes you happy too. I love you all. Thank you for listening.
Hello, I'm Bae Jong-hun, strong from Korea. Today I will talk about Korea's traditional dish, kimchi. If you experience kimchi's crunchy and sour taste, you won't forget it. Kimchi was made to support a balanced diet in the winter when we can grow vegetables. Fermented kimchi tastes great, and it's even good for you. It prevents cancer because it has calcium, protein, potassium, and vitamins. It is also good for preventing obesity. There are many kinds of kimchi. Carrot kimchi, 깍두기, 동치미, cucumber kimchi, and 총각 kimchi. To make kimchi, cabbages are pickled in salty water for a day. Then you add garlic, green onion, salty seafood, and dried radish. As time goes by, it becomes fermented. Fermented kimchi tastes really wonderful. Korean families gather to make kimchi in November or December. People often give kimchi to their neighbors. There are many dishes with kimchi. Kimchi stew, kimchi fried rice, and kimchi pancakes. Kimchi stew is so delicious that I become rice thief. Do you know what I mean? Haven't you had kimchi before? If you have, you're probably nodding your head right now. I love kimchi and eat it every day, so I'm growing tall and strong. If you visit my home, I will give you some of my mom's kimchi. I hope that you all eat a lot of kimchi and be healthy. Thank you for listening.
When I went to Japan, I ate sushi for the first time. It was very delicious and tasty. I felt like I tasted Japan. So I thought, what could be the taste of Korea? Then I thought about kimchi. Kimchi is the most traditional Korean food. Long time ago, our ancestors made and ate kimchi all the time. They ate kimchi in the winter when there were no vegetables and fruit. They would put kimchi in the big jars and keep them underground outside. Then it will be preserved for the whole winter. I think that was very wise for them. Kimchi is also very healthy food for us. It will make our digestive system stronger because it is fermented food. And it can also prevent large intestine cancer. I think that's amazing. I always like kimchi because there are so many different kinds of kimchi food to enjoy. There are kimchi soup, kimchi pancakes, kimchi dumplings, and much more. Kimchi is usually made with lettuce, but kimchi made with turnips, cabbages, cucumbers, green onions, and more. There is white kimchi for people who cannot eat spicy food. I know many foreigners love kimchi, and I'm very proud of it. I think kimchi is one of the best things to represent Korea. I want everyone in the world to know about kimchi because it is the taste of Korea. How about kimchi soup for dinner tonight?
Hello everyone, my name is Chan Min. I am in the 3rd grade at Hessel Elementary School. I am happy to take part of this speaking contest to share the symbol of the war and peace. Do you know what the DMZ is? DMZ is short for the Korean Demilitarized Zone. The Korean War began in 1950. In this war, the two nations fought against each other. In 1953, both countries decided to stop fighting. However, the war did not end. Instead, the DMZ was created. DMZ is a strip of land that serves as a buffer zone between North and South Korea. This separation of the two Koreas is such a shame as it has caused a huge feeling of distance among people of the same culture. It is therefore imperative that the two Koreas unite and become one again. My first reasoning is that we both came from the same ethnicity, Korean. Second, North Korea has lots of natural resources, while South Korea is technologically advanced. Unifying the two nations would solidify Korea as one of the world's economically powerful countries. Third, we are the only divided country in the world, still technically at war. National reconciliation and unity will contribute to world peace that we dream of someday happening. To this day, the DMZ was a symbol of the Cold War. However, the DMZ can be a symbol of the peace and nature if we try our best to accomplish the unification of the two Koreas as one. It is my hope and dream to see this come true. Thank you.
Hello, I'm the cutest cat in Korea, Park Jin-ho. Today, I'm going to tell you all about our traditional Korean New Year, Seollal. Do you all get excited waiting for important holidays? I am always really excited for the Korean New Year. There's a many reasons to get excited for the Korean New Year. We can spend time with all our relatives, and more importantly, there's a lot of delicious food. On this day, we eat the Korean tteokguk and say we are eating another year. That means you are becoming 1 year older. On this day, we say words of blessing to each other. In America, you have a similar expression, Happy New Year. In Korea, share the bow and say to others, best wishes for a Happy New Year. Last year, on Korean New Year, after I bowed to my grandfather, he said, be brave and healthy this year. Bowing is an important way to show manners. I'll show you how I do it. Once in bow, others give you something called sebeton, which is a gift of money for the new year. This is of course what I look forward to most. Do you all have traditional like this in your country? We usually wear hanbok and play traditional games on Korean New Year. I'm reading a book right now. What do you think? Isn't it cool? Today isn't Korean New Year, but I'll leave with some words of blessing. I hope that you will all have your full health and happiness. Thank you so much for listening.
네, 박수로